In that same fourth screenshot, Mike Waltz says it's the United States' job to reopen the shipping lanes and the costs associated will be placed on European nations. In the fifth screenshot, VP JD tells Pete to go with his best judgment in regard to strikes on Yemen and that he hates bailing out European nations who Mike earlier said must raise their defense budget. JD also mentions that any potential military strikes must avoid Saudi oil facilities. Later on in this same screenshot is material covered in the previous video, whereby Pete shares JD's loathing of Europe and agrees with Mike that the US is the only one that can keep the Suez open for trading ships to pass through. Now in the sixth screenshot, we see from Pete a team update whereby he actually gives timestamps on weapons, drones, missiles, and warcraft used on the assault on Yemen. He then blesses those that undertake the attack, which JD prays for. The seventh and last screenshot, Mike Waltz confirms the collapse of a building due to an American attack. Within the building were targets identified by the CIA and probably the Mossad. Also, Waltz notes the person killed was a quote top missile guy who they bombed a whole residential building to kill. JD responds positively to this news. So does Herxath, Suzuwheels, and 3 others on the chat. These chats reveals Trump's true agenda, an agenda to put Israel first in all matters of faith and practice. That is why he is willing to arrest and deport those within the US that critique Israel or bomb Yemen for standing against Israeli genocide in Gaza, and explains why Trump is now willing to start a war with Iran, a potential disastrous war that only Israel would benefit from. Syria is now a failed state run by lunatics and extremists. Lebanon is bombed by Israel relentlessly, and Gaza is facing unimaginable conditions due to Israeli oppression, which is why Bibi was charged and is wanted by the ICC. But all this is given a blind eye by Trump and those within his Israel First administration.
I'm hopeful about Israel because my people, the Jewish people, emerged from the depths of hell.